Hell yeah, they closing it out tonight. Molly, I picked this series. I picked Lakers in 6, and damn
Wait,
it,
I
they
need to
getting.
pause 1 second. Perk, you know what? I need to give you some props because I remember asking a question on this show. Are the Lakers more likely to win it all or get bounced in the first round? And you were the only person that really kind of believed in them before even the playoffs started.
I love how she does that. I
Well, you
love how
go,
she does that.
girl.
She's
You
only
girl.
been working with
You
me for
go,
over
Molly.
7 years. She has
Yeah,
never stopped
this
a
is-
segment in the middle of it to sit up there and say, Stephen A., I got to take a moment to give
let
you
me
your
get 'em.
props in 7 years. I just want to point that out. I just want to point that out, America. I just want to point that out. You know what I'm
Molly,
saying?
Let me get them. She shouldn't have to stop the segment to give you props.
She did it for you.
Because you stopped the segment to give yourself props all the time.
Me?
Yeah, we can't.
Me?
Yeah, you. Yeah,
Hey, you don't give me the opportunity.
I would never do
Yes,
that.
You're right,
I would
Perk.
never do
All
that.
right, we'll get
Never
to
do
it
that.
now.
Never
Go
do
ahead,
that.
Perk.
Never.
Tell me why you think they're going to close it out.
Well, one, okay, Anthony Davis is playing. 2, I believe that Darvin Ham is going to make some type of adjustment tonight, and the role players are going to play better at home. Now, we talk about AD injury, but Andrew Wiggins is not 100%. He's questionable. He's dealing with a little injury that he had last game with his ribs. But here's the sole reason why I'm picking the Lakers to close it out tonight. Jermichael Green and what he posted on his IG, basically shooting a shot at Braun, putting the cap, calling them cap about the Lakers flopping and things to that nature.
What?
He didn't yeah. He didn't
I didn't
learn.
see that. What did he do?
I'll send it to you. He didn't learn from Dylan Brooks' last series to leave that man alone. You're going on the road. And again, this is when inexperience kick in. This is when you don't realize the moment. And I understand. He have a lot of confidence. You got Steph Curry, you got Klay Thompson, you got Draymond, but you're not even in the rotation anymore, okay? And you're poking the bear. Here go another example of people with no experience going on social media and doing dumb stuff or saying dumb things. Why would you want to get this man fired up? But I appreciate you, Jermichael Green, because we're going to see the best version of LeBron James come tonight.
You know, that really irritates me. That really irritates me. If that came from Klay Thompson or Steph Curry or Draymond, that would be different because they're going to be in the lineup. But when you got a brother that's barely in the rotation and you talking smack, you know, you put that onus on other people. That really irritates me.
So let me tell you what he do so you could know what happened. All right? So LeBron responded to Steve Kerr about them flopping, right? After the post game and saying, we don't flop, we don't teach that, we attack the paint. Jermichael Green goes to his IG and put a cap on Braun's head and posts it on his IG story, basically calling LeBron James cap. You don't think LBJ saw that? Yeah, he saw it. You know why? Because I sent it to him. So I know he seen it. I sent it to him. Damn it, I got Lakers in 6. Yeah, I sent it to him, Molly. I stay petty so I don't have to get petty. That's what we talk about on NBA Today. Yeah, I sent it to him. Yeah, I sure did.
I will say this to you. I don't blame you for that. I get it. And I will admit that makes my position that much harder. Because obviously, I'm here thinking Warriors gonna sneak up in there and they go force Game 7. Now I'm considerably more worried because of what you just said. That damn Jermichael. Oh my God, I can't. Oh. However, I'm gonna think that what's going to supersede that is the level of urgency, the Steph Currys and Klay Thompsons and Draymond Greens of the world understanding that this is it. You lose this game, you go home. You lose this game. Change is probably inevitable in Golden State, whether it's Draymond Green, whether it's Bob Myers. Hell, it might even be Jordan Poole, who decided not to show up since he got his bag, okay? We might have to consider all of these things. Who the hell knows what's going to happen with the Golden State Warriors? I think the urgency of the moment takes over the day. They go into Tinseltown, Los Angeles, California, packed house, crypto.com arena, a name I still can't stand. I miss saying the Staples Center. But the bottom line is this. The Los Angeles Lakers, they should win this game. LeBron James should have a lot to do with them winning this game. But I'm the type of dude, you got to show me you taking Steph Curry out. I don't believe it. I'm going to hold on to what I said, and I'm going to go down with the ship. I had the Warriors in 7, and I'm going to stay with that. They got to win tonight, obviously, or it's over. I think that they're going to force a Game 7. I actually believed that the Warriors the Lakers probably would lose Game 6 and go win Game 7. Okay? And I'll address Game 7 on a later date, but I'm staying with my Warriors pick. But I believe the Warriors are going to win tonight, even though JaMychal Green has just made
Is
me
that
consider
head or heart or just trying to stay consistent with your pick?
I'm trying to stay consistent with my pick.
So you really think the Lakers are going to win
Let me explain why.
Tell me.
Because we underestimate that kind of stuff, but it really, really does matter. When you barely making the rotation and you talking smack, you've actually irritated your teammates who are in the rotation.
Who needs to step up the most for the Warriors to win Game 6?
To me, it's Klay Thompson. I just think that when Klay Thompson gets it going, which he's known to do in Game 6s, it just brings a different dimension to the Warriors, a more formidable dimension that really, really speaks to the championships that they've won over the last decade. Steph Curry is going to be Steph Curry. Even when he's struggling, he's not shooting great from three-point range over the last few games. I think over the last couple of games, like 24% or something like that. But the bottom line is that when Klay Thompson gets going, along with Steph Curry, I think the Warriors are virtually unbeatable. And I think that's going to be required tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. I think you need it. If you don't do it, it's a problem. By the way, Kendrick Perkins, just a note that I wanted to throw out to you about LeBron James. In Game 6s in his postseason career, I think that LeBron James' record is like 10-3. The 3 losses he's had in Game 6s, whenever he loses the game 6, he's lost the Game 7. Just wanted to point that out. Those 3 losses.
Interesting.
Whenever he's lost the Game 6, he would lose the Game 7. Two of those 3 games were on the road.
Style points for that delivery.
2 of those
Good
3
job.
games on the road. Just wanted to throw that out to you.
From my percentages, it says that he don't lose Game 6s often because he's 10-3. That's first thing,
right.
okay?
That's right.
Second thing is, when you blessed us with your presence out here in L.A. on NBA Today, and it was you, Malika, and myself, I told you before the series started that this series is going to come down to the matchup of who? Draymond Green and Anthony Davis. And that's what it's been in the entire series. If you go back and you look at the two Ws that the Warriors have, it's because of the elevation of Draymond Green and him rising to the occasion. You look at Game 2, Draymond Green locks Anthony Davis up. I believe he had 11, 8, and 11, if I'm not mistaken. If you go back and you look at Game 5, Draymond Green, 20 and 10, a defensive prowess, pushing the pace, wasn't with all that friendly nonsense, talking noise, clapping their faces, yelling, getting into it with Jared Vanderbilt and things to that nature, and Dennis Schroeder. This is what it's going to come down to. Who is going to win that matchup? Whoever wins that matchup, that's the team that wins that game. So I believe it's going to be on Draymond Green. What version of Draymond are you going to get tonight is going to determine whether or not the Warriors could force a Game 7.
All right, let's pick it. And here's what we're going to do, Stephen A. I don't care about your picks in the past, what you said earlier. I need to be right. I need to stay consistent. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want your visceral reaction, okay? Who are you picking to win tonight, the Lakers or the Warriors?
Warriors.
Well,
I believe the Warriors will win tonight and force Game 7.
But why so dry?
Yeah, I know. No style points for your delivery.
I don't even think you believe that. I'm going with the Lakers, Molly. I picked them in 6.
The Lakers are formidable. Their defense is big time. I think that the Lakers will be ready tonight, and I think it'll take the very best of the Warriors. I'm very confident if the Warriors show up. My insecurity about them is because of how sporadic they've been. And I know we can make the argument that they've been this way all season long. I just expected the Jordan Pooles of the world to play better. I expected Steve Kerr to use more of his bench. I'm looking at a Gary Payton. This guy needs to be in this game. You don't need to be pulling him out of the game. You put him in the game for his defense and his energy. When Lonnie Walker comes out in game 4 and he's lighting up the joint in the fourth quarter, it might behoove you to put Gary Payton on him instead of Moses Moody. I understand he's a better shooter, but still. I'm just saying, if the Warriors do what they're supposed to do, I'm very confident they'll win this game. I just don't know who will show up.
Your energy was a little flat. Perk, I'm just wondering, does it behoove you to pick the Warriors if the Warriors do get it done today? Do you think that they're going to win a Game 7?
I don't see the Lakers losing 3 games in a row. I just don't. I don't see it happening to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I think they will find a way to get it done on the road. And the one thing we should all know is to never count out the greatest player of all time.
The second greatest player, yes.
Yeah.
Second greatest.
We should never,
second greatest.
We should never count out the greatest player of all time.
We should never count out the second greatest player of all time. Absolutely. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear.
Perk, you're LeBron on the LeBron MJ debate? You're on that side?
Yes, Molly, you know that. You know that. And,
I will
by
say
the
this
way,
to you.
let me add this. Let me add this, because I heard you the other day.
Yeah.
If LeBron James goes on to win his 5th title, after what he accomplished this season, passing Kareem for as the all-time leading scorer, and actually knocking off the defending champion Steph Curry, and he goes to win his 5th title, Stephen A., I don't want to hear another conversation about the GOAT. We're not gonna have a conversation.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't even want to hear the conversation.
I'm not gonna
no more.
disrespect the conversation the way I do now. I won't disrespect it because to me it would elevate LeBron, but I still wouldn't put him over MJ.
That's just you. You know what?
No, that's just 6 finals losses. That's just 9 times that MJ was an all-defensive player. Please.
Let me tell you something. My grandpa always used to tell me when my grandmother used to get the trip, and she was like, look, like he wasn't old, though. He was like, old people just stuck in their ways. And you are a prime example of it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.